loves! For those of you who don't know me, I'm Ishani, and today we're going to do an interactive October plan with me video. I've already planned my October, but I'm going to help you plan yours, and then at the end I'm going to tell you what I've got in store for mine. So without further ado, let's begin. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you have your planner ready with you. This can be a digital planner or a physical planner, whatever works for you. And at any given interval after I ask you to write something or plan something, you can pause the video, finish writing and get back to the next step, so that by the time you're done watching this video, you have your entire October planned. So to start, I want you to list your tiny victories for September. This can be anything ranging from how you were kind to a person or you finished a book, whatever works for you. The second thing I want you to write is what you want October to be like in one word. The third thing I want you to write is what are your 3 big goals for this month. These can be as vague and as specific as you want them to be. Just make sure that you limit them to just 3. The fourth thing I want you to write is what are the 5 habits you want to incorporate into your life this month. Next, what are your self-care goals? What are your personal development goals for this month? What are the 2 new things that you want to try this month? And lastly, what are your mini goals for the month? These can be sub-parts of all of the things you've written before, and they can also be new goals like reading specific books or getting some assignments done, whatever. Just list down everything that you want to achieve this month. Okay, so now that you've got your October all fleshed out, I'm going to tell you what I did for mine. Okay, so my one word affirmation for October is grateful. I have spent a lot of months complaining, whining, cribbing about my life, and I just want October to be the month where I decide to accept that my life is so full of tiny joys in my everyday, and I want to be able to feel them. So my 3 main goals for the month are: 1, being more compassionate to my body. I haven't been the healthiest, I haven't been listening to it, I've been ignoring its needs, and I want to get back to taking care of it. My second goal is to prioritize my mental health. Like I said, September hasn't really been the best month, and I've been pushing myself to places where I know it's very hard for me to reach mentally. So I want to set some clearer boundaries. I want to prioritize my mental health in terms of how much work I incorporate into my life. And lastly, I want to be consistent with my habits. I know the previous 2 kind of clash, but this just sort of means that as much as my mind allows, I want to incorporate the things that bring me joy into my life. My tiny goals for this month are to read 5 books. I haven't been reading, and I know I don't have a lot of time, but I still want to make sure that I incorporate as much reading as I can. I want to start waking up at 7 a.m. every day, and I'm going to link my video of trying to do that in the cards above, so you guys can see how difficult it was. But honestly, I started loving it, and I want to make sure that I incorporate more of it into my life. I want to do 30-day challenges of journaling, yoga, gratitude, and chanting, my 4 main habits, which also is my next point, the 5 habits that I want to incorporate into my life. The 5th one is drinking 3 liters of water. So that answers that question. Participate in Buddhism meetings and just be more consistent and authentic with my content. So those are my mini goals for the month. The self-care goals that I wanted to incorporate into my life are mostly things I want to add to my calendar to make sure that I prioritize them in terms of my personal development. So that would be quality connection time with the people I love, which is basically no screen time, of spending time with the people you love. I want to have solo dates and days where I completely focus on my needs and the things that I want to do. For example, I'm turning Sunday into an absolute reset day where I don't really schedule anything in, and I mostly just do reset work for the rest of the week and any leftover work that I have from the week that's passed. I want to have days of admin versus content so that I can batch my days and batch my work together as opposed to do anything at any day. I really want to have a slow, mindful morning and no screen days and no social media days. So all of that is something that I've input into my calendar for particular days, as well as therapy, because that counts. And the two new things that I want to start this month are firstly gardening. I have been wanting to do this for such a long time and I've just been procrastinating on it. And the second new thing that I want to really start is weightlifting, because I have found so much joy in yoga and I really want to try other forms of exercise. Okay, so that's my October, and honestly I really just want this month to be one where I build stability in my life, and I want to explore new things about myself, but I also want to have a routine that grounds me so that I don't slack off on the things that really matter. I wanted to show you how I do it on my planner, which is Notion. I'm going to link my Notion video in the cards, and even though my Notion looks different now, the gist is the same. I've added a few things, made it more personal, but apart from that, you can learn a lot from there. You can make your own Notion, so go check that out. But without further ado, let me introduce you to my life in an application, Notion. So to begin with, I have my home page where I have set up for October and set a jungle theme, and this month it's mostly like a cottagecore theme because October is sort of where autumn comes into play, so it's a little more bright than that, but still. Then I have a link to my October plan, and I discussed that in the previous video, so it's mostly just my goals, my vision board, what I want to achieve, all of that. And for October, I really wanted to do something more than just my daily plan because I was extremely overwhelming. And like you might have noticed, most of my goals in October were extremely vague, like being compassionate to my body, and I needed to sort of specify them and categorize them by the week so that I can be more careful with how I achieve them and my progress. So I developed a weekly plan. This is the page I come to most often, and honestly it has saved my life. I can move things around from one day to the next. I can categorize things by classes, assignments, posting days, and honestly it's just made it so much simpler to achieve my goals, because setting those goals daily can be extremely overwhelming, and the fact that I've done it is very rewarding because I know exactly what I have to get done. So like I mentioned, Sundays are my reset days, and that's mostly when I reset for the week, replan what I want to achieve on what day. So that's my weekly spread. It's mostly just days categorized by the classes that I have and the assignments that I do, and the times I have to post. And another addition that I've done for October is made my habit tracker oddly specific. So for me, tracking my habits has always been an extremely crucial factor that has helped me achieve them, because I can see my progress, I can see what days are holding me behind. So that's my habit tracker for the month. These are all the habits that I want to track. I also track the hours I sleep and how much water I drink, because I can see the direct correlation between how many habits I do and how much I've slept, or how my mood is and how much I've slept. So that's extremely helpful. Another spread that I've added this month is uni, because as you know, my college has started, so that's been extremely exciting. It's mostly just my classes, my assignments, all of that. Apart from that, I sort of gave up on writing gratitude for September. I didn't feel grateful, let's be real. It was a very difficult month, and I kind of wanted to reenact that into my life. Like I said, it's my main intention for the month. So I started writing gratitude again, and there's my gratitude. I just add one every day and I make sure that I write at least 3 big things that I'm grateful for. Okay, so gratitude is incorporated. I make sure I do it every night before I sleep, so that I know that as bad of a day as I've had, there is always something to be grateful for. The same way on my main page, I have my plan. Like I said, in October, I've just sort of synced it here so that it keeps changing as I change it there. and so that it's on my dashboard irrespective. I also use this to sort of flesh out my weekly plan so that I can see that every week is sort of helping me move closer to my monthly goals, which is sort of helping me move closer to the person I want to become. So it's extremely useful. This is where my weekly plan goes. I haven't inputted it yet because the week hasn't really begun. Today is Saturday, and yeah, so pretty much just the weekly plan is new. I have all the spreads that I had last time. I've just sort of made them more specific and used it as a tool to reach my dream life. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you were able to plan your October exactly the way you wanted. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the love you've given me in these past few weeks. I could not be more grateful. Like, share, subscribe, comment, show some love, do the pizzazz, and I will see you next time. Thank you.